Hiya. It's lit like it's thick. We doing the live from my car. It's lit. Ew. Mm-hmm. Ew. Mm-hmm. Sisters. Mm-hmm. Sisters. Mm-hmm. Ew. Mm-hmm. Ew. Mm-hmm. Sisters. Mm-hmm. Sisters. Mm-hmm. What's up, y'all? What it do? What it do? What it do? I'm so happy to see you guys. I haven't seen y'all in a mindo. I haven't seen you all season 3. It's season 3. And let it out. It's season 3. And let it, hey, it's season 3. And let it, hey, it's season, woo, and let it, hey. Okay, so I had an appointment. But I figured like it'd be cute if I came this close, you know, to the East Coast drop. Okay, the East Coast is about to drop. We're about to get live. We're about to see what's popping, okay, on these sister streets. Let's see what y'all gonna be talking about today. I'm super excited. If you guys have been seeing my live, we've been talking about people's testimonies, okay? We've been talking about people's testimonies because at the end of the day, yes, these girls are living testimonies, all right? These women are living testimonies. Yes or no? You have a testimony. I have a testimony. Like, we inspire each other by telling these stories, all right? We need to continue telling our stories to one another. It's the only way, baby, that we can continue this train of inspiration, all right? Because I'm telling you, I went from EBT to BET. From no screen to yo screen, okay? From no show to the show. A #1 scripted on cable, okay? So I'm super, super excited. I'm going to be doing this live with Skyh. I'm sure he's here and ready to chat it out. So we're going to ask some, or maybe we'll just talk about our testimony, okay? Because sometimes that's the most important thing is our testimony, straight up. Right? Isn't it, Skyh?
Sabrina Hollis, Brookhaven bank manager.
Oh no!
Did to me?
The echo heard around the world. Right after the spin seen around the world by Calvin. We just have epic scenes that you guys continue to make to go viral. And by the way, y'all late. Okay, that was season 1. A lot of y'all late, but welcome to the Sisters Party. We're so excited to have you here. And obviously, you guys know Skyh. Skyh was taking over last week. But
What's
for
up,
anybody
y'all?
that is new to the Sisters family, why don't you introduce yourself, Skyh, and the character that you play?
Hey, what's up, Sisters fam? My name is Skyh Alvester Black, and I play Jacoby. That comes in and
Jacqueline.
Jacoby Sellers. Jacoby Sellers. Y'all didn't know my
He's
last
selling
name. I
y'all
got a last
something.
name.
Okay, he's selling y'all something now. Listen, but I know we can talk about all the regular stuff, but Skyh knows from the day that I met him, I'm all about the testimony. And I was just really like, because I keep thinking, you know, Skyh, we're always taking over. And yes, a lot. I feel like people know us now, right? And I feel like personally, I want to get to know our audience because clearly you guys are drawn to sisters because of these women's testimonies, because of their different stories. It's not about perfection. It's not about, you know, walking the line that society tells you to walk. It's about
Right.
really figuring out who you are in this journey. And Skyh has so many stories about his testimony and how he got here. And I'm always encouraging him to speak on how God has just been showing up. So I want to see if you want to share anything with us.
Yeah, I won't monopolize it. I'll share it very quickly because I gave you a shout out on my live last week. I just heard you say you went from EBT to BET.
You know.
Yo, so did I. Less than a year ago, I think this is the month that we started Sisters filming season 2. And before that, less than a year ago, during the pandemic, right before the pandemic, I was parking cars, valet parking cars from 7 p.m. to 3:30 in the morning at at a hotel. For those of y'all that live in LA, West Hollywood Edition. For y'all that don't live in LA, this, 5-star hotel, 7 p.m., 3:30 in the morning, $13 an hour, y'all,
Yep.
for running up and downstairs,
Yep.
just so I could audition during the daytime. And
Yes.
I personally had auditioned for Tyler 6 times.
Woo!
Six
Come on
times.
now.
But it was the right role at the right time, because God is very intentional at what He gives you. It's not about, a lot of times people think it's about like man and this, that, and the other. Like it's really what God has for you when it's for you. So I say that. And I met Novi. Novi, I always say Novi was, to me, very instrumental in my success over at Tyler Perry Studios, because she was a real person and said, hey, this is how it goes, this is how it is, da 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 da. We met up before, which a lot of actors don't even do, don't take the time to meet up with you before you start. And she just gave me the lay of the land. And so I came in there, went to work. We had a great time. We are actually friends in real life. So it was an amazing experience. And then after that, the floodgates kind of just opened up for me on other shows. And so I'm less than a year out of poverty.
Get into it, y'all. Get into it.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes,
we can
yes, yes.
we can always tell you guys about, Set Life, which we'll continue to show you guys there, but I really want to just take a moment because of, the pandemic, and so much loss and so much change has happened. And I want to just take a second to really sit here and think about how many there are like 800 plus living testimonies on this live right now. That is a powerful thing. Everybody's asking, and I'm sure Skyh as well, because I've seen you do a little bit of the acting teaching. A lot of people are asking is, how do we get here? How do we get here? How do we get here? And this is a lot of for the entire cast, most of us, our first show, our first big situation, right?
First life-changing moment.
First life-changing moment. And so it's very important to me to share this moment of my life with you guys, because yes, one day Sky's going to be so super busy, and I'm going to be super busy, and we're going to be doing our thing and like really in that space. But right now there's time. Yeah, especially now, right?
We hardly get to see each other for real.
Exactly. We don't get to see each other. We don't get to spend so much time together besides, show days and being on set.
Or if we have a we'd be like, yo, come through.
Absolutely. And now with things, just changing in the world, the way that we interact with each other, I'm just always reflecting on how long it took me to get here. I'm like 15 plus years into the game, and it took me a really, like, listen, y'all, right? Like, we're talking decade plus of effort, of no's, and still getting no's to this day. So don't get it twisted, because the work is never done, right? But really understanding that, imagine if, like, we live in LA, there's so many people that are living for their dream right now. And if any of you are right now, I know, busting your ass on getting, your audition in, just having enough for that headshot and like a meal, okay? Because I've been there. Just having enough.
Was my friend. For 2 days.
Listen, okay? I was eating rice and beans, okay? I was like, listen. But you guys have to understand, these are the times that make you that amazing artist, that make you the great, if I did not cry from all the times that I didn't have, or I perceived that I didn't have, if I hadn't gotten my heart broken in the moments that I needed my heart broken, if I hadn't gotten those no's when I would not be here playing Sabrina. So you guys have to really understand that everything is really, really intentional. And as Skyh is saying, like, you really have to see that God says, okay, no, yes, I want you to try over here. Say hi, introduce yourself, but this is still not where you're supposed to be. Dang, I'm not supposed to be there? No, you're not supposed to be there. It's okay. Trust me. I'm making a way for you. I'm curving out a path of excellence for you.
And
And
your path is not like anybody else's. So don't be looking over here and be like, yo, they this, or yo, this, that, and that. But you don't know what that person went through to get to where they are.
they
And you
don't
don't know
know how
what
many
they're,
toes you broke to
yeah,
get where you at,
right,
you know?
right. And so, there's I mean, I've been seeing it over social media a lot. And, it's so, we live in this society where everybody's so negative. And it's like,
Yeah, man.
why? Why are we tearing down the next person? Because it's a journey to get
It's a
anything,
journey.
like Novi was just saying, to get to anywhere in this business to your goal or anything like that. We both probably didn't know where to start.
Come
But
on now.
anything you want, you're going to find out how to do it. Open your mouths, ask people, ask. If someone doesn't want to give you the information, oh well, that's cool. Because somebody else is going to give it to you. And maybe you shouldn't have got it from that person because they may have given you misinformation. So it's so many things. And if you really want it, you can have it. We're testimonies, man.
Yep.
You can have it. And if you don't have those dark times, one, you're not going to appreciate it.
Ooh, say it again.
Two, you won't have life experiences to pull from. And three, is character building. It's training, it's character building. Every step before the next step is so necessary. It's
And
so
they can't take you, you need to work for something that they cannot take away from you. And integrity and character is something that someone cannot take away from you, but you can only get that once you experience life.
Yeah, you got to experience
Once you actually have to go through it, meaning that, you have to, and I'm not using the word humble anymore because when I looked it up, I was like, ooh, that's not
I
a
looked
good
up
word.
humble too, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Ooh, that ain't it. That ain't the
nah,
word. That ain't the word.
nah, that's not the word.
We cracking a dictionary open this year. We
Right.
coming back
That's
because I
not
was
the
like,
word.
that's not it.
Because it's not humble. It's more just gratitude for everything.
Gratitude for every L
Because
lesson.
L is a lesson.
Lesson.
What you preaching
You
today? What you preaching today?
you know what I'm saying. It's a lesson because my thing is, Skyh, especially for a male, right? In my perspective, Skyh hears this a lot from me. I feel it's very important for our men to start speaking on their emotions, right?
Yeah.
I think it's extremely important for men to speak on their journeys for the young men that are coming up that maybe they don't have a figure to look towards, or they don't have somebody that is an outline for them. And like the physical part, y'all, all this physical stuff, me and Skyh got nice skin and woo, 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 woo. Yeah, we could tell you all about that, him, beard gang, and none of that would be flourishing, nor would it be illuminating the way it is without him having gone through every single step of his life. You would not be able to recognize the growth without him actually having to understand perseverance, resilience, longevity, and coming through the gauntlet.
Yeah.
You have to really respect the obstacles that God is placing in your life, universe, whatever you want to talk, whatever you want to call it in your personal life. But you have to respect those obstacles, even within our characters, right? We have to dig deeper and say, okay, but what does Jacoby really want? What does Sabrina really want?
Why is he doing this? Because you can use the word obstacles, or you could use, I always say, it's training. It's like when you go in the gym and you're up there, and yeah, you may want to get smaller, or you may want to get bigger, or whatever your goals are, right? Everybody has a goal when they go into the gym, but the journey there is not always comfortable.
It's
But
not.
whatever goal you want, you reach it. Like if you're lifting weights, you're going to be sore. So in life, if you're having hard times, yeah, it's going to hurt. But at the end of the day, it's needed, bro.
Yes.
It's so needed. And to touch on what Novi just said,
Yes.
to my men out there, my fellas, y'all, the best thing you can have is to feel.
Yeah.
As men, we are not. It's this toxic masculinity thing going on. But it's like, it is okay to cry.
Come on now.
It is okay to say, I'm not okay. It is okay to say, I don't know. And
it's okay to go to therapy. Go to therapy. Talk. Journal. Journal. Write down your emotions. honor, and to me, I learned that emotions are purely energy in motion. And if you are a ship in the ocean, and if there were no energy, you would not know which direction you should be going in anyway. So to not even, and that's why I love being an actor, Sky. I don't know about you, but we get basically paid to feel.
Oh, we get paid
And
to
it's,
feel.
we get paid to
Definitely,
feel.
completely.
And I think that's why people love music, artists, you know, actors, writers. They love these kind of people so much because we are literally putting ourselves on the line for all types of conversation around what those emotions or needs or desires of the time are, you know, and we are part of a bigger conversation, which Sky and myself truly understand as artists. We're part of it even within our scene, and we'll just touch on this really quickly because the show is coming on in a few minutes. You know, people got to get their wine and get their snacks. But
Yep.
Sky and I were really, and Sky, please touch on this. We were really talking about how can we make this relationship between Sabrina and Jacoby more than perceived toxic masculinity and a man yelling at a woman, right? There
Right.
are more layers to that conversation. And Sky, maybe you want to touch a little bit on that, especially that scene, because it was, I still felt it when I watched it. I was like, oh shit, like people were hitting me up like no, he's mad. I was like, I know. Like,
No, the crazy part, I didn't know. What you guys don't know, that happened in one take. And it was literally how Jacoby was feeling, but at the same time, it's like, why is he feeling? Why is he feeling like this? It's just not misplaced anger, because when we go to anger, it's a defense mechanism because we're hurt. And I was saying, he's hurt, bro.
He's hurt.
He is really hurt. And why is he hurt? And that is your job as an actor, to find out, why is this person hurt? And for me, it's because Jacoby's mom left. So the time when he got abandoned by this other woman that he actually really liked, it was a trigger. And most of the times when even in real life, we have so many triggers that we don't even know why. We may have an adverse reaction to something, and it's like, whoa, why did I do that? So it's just not a man gratuitously yelling at a woman. It's like, this woman hurt him. And Jacoby is 26. So a lot of times it's like, you don't even know how to mitigate things in your life. I'm feeling this, and all I know, I need to get my power back because it hurts me. It hurts me. And
did you hear that? He said, I need to get my power back. And so for me, you know, you guys could have felt that in the scene. Yes, of course, there's a conversation about workplace fraternization, but I think it goes deeper than that. And I'm so happy that you said that, Sky, about he was hurt. For Sky, for Jacoby, it was his mother who hurt him. He sees another woman. He projected that hurt, and I don't know about y'all, but I done that. I done projected my hurt onto somebody. Okay, I done definitely done that, and that abandonment, that neglect, that hurt, that pain. As much as we would love to, our ego would love to say, oh yeah, I'm good. I have that in check.
And it's okay to be not. It's okay to not be okay. You know what I mean? And just like it's the same reason as if the same man that steps in front of a woman to say, "Hey, don't touch her," and then the same man turns around and is upset, that is a sensitive guy. And we're all very sensitive. There is nobody that is not hurt, but there is somebody in your life, I don't care who it is, that has had an effect on you that you actually don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? And so we jump to these things to be like, oh, I'm good. You're not good. And it's okay to be not good.
It's okay. I
mean? It's okay to be not good. Nobody is telling you gotta be good. We're telling ourselves that. And sometimes the biggest enemy is the inner me. Because you haven't discovered why.
Y'all see, y'all wasn't ready. See, when I get the Sky out, this is the Sky that I'm like, look, this is mine.
Yo,
this
is mine. Me and you go all day. Yo,
y'all saw that?
Even Sabrina explained, like, because when I saw you, I was like, damn, you cried.
It was that, because it was a combination of things. It was, you know, Sabrina was putting herself in a situation, because of course I egg you guys on all the time, and I'm like, she's single, she can do what she wants. But you have to also be responsible when you're dating, right? Like, we cannot just come out here and do whatever we want when we're dating people. And that's one of the big things about this show. Where does the responsibility lie?
And the
Is the
accountability.
question, the accountability, whose is it? Because she is the boss. She is the person who hired this person. She also knows what she's doing with Calvin on the side, right? So there's also, like, I don't know about y'all, but I've been messy and dating before. I'm sure Sky's been messy and dating
Yep, we've
before,
been
where
messy.
we're projecting.
Don't take accountability.
Don't
Play the
take
victim.
accountability, you know what I'm saying, for what we're doing, flirting extra hard, but then pretending we're not flirting with somebody, right? Doing that kind of thing, or subtweeting somebody on the internet. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Right,
So
come on, yo.
it's
Yeah.
those little behaviors, and we'd like to think that, oh, we're above those little behaviors, but when we're hurt, like Sky was saying, we start doing things and start being irresponsible with what we're feeling. And so right now, I really feel like Jacoby called Sabrina out on her irresponsibility and lack of empathy, to be honest, for the situation that they're in. Because at the end of the day, okay, Jacoby should not have been fighting at the job, right, inside the job, because it does put them in liability kind of causes. So this is essentially why Jacoby's getting fired, for liability. However, it's not like that shit just happened out of nowhere. So it's, where does the responsibility come in? Because
Right.
these two adults both crossed the line, and they
both crossed the line.
continued crossing the line, right? And so and that's why it's so easy to kind of point out, like, oh yeah, this person effed up, they need to, they shouldn't, because everybody's like, Jacoby shouldn't be fired, everybody's like, oh, hold on, Jacoby's not supposed to be fired. At the same time, this is Jacoby's lesson as a 26-year-old young man, how he's going to have to deal with workplace relationships, right? So it's this conversation that's coming in for him too. How far is he going to be willing to go in these situations? But then there's Sabrina, who's just like, well, he came on to me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you're a grown woman. You're the one that says yes and no. You open and you close the door on who has place in your life. So I really think it's a conversation right now, especially for Sabrina, about emotional responsibility and who she's placing. And
restraint on both of their parts. Because Jacoby, like, just because you come in the bank and you see a fly girl and that's your boss, bro, come on, bro, you got to go to work. You know what I mean? Like,
that, hello.
You're going through these growing pains, and it's almost like, yeah, I can have what I want, but no, you can't, bro, because it comes with a price, right?
Woo!
It comes with a price. Having everything that we think that we want comes with a price. And you got to be adult enough, but guess what? It's okay if you effed up, because you have to go through those growing pains in order to be like, you know what? That happened to me over here.
There we go.
To do it over here.
There we go.
So both Jacoby and Sabrina, the beautiful part about it is that they're learning and that they're both on this journey. Now, the biggest part is that both of them are going to have to step up and be like, you know what? I was wrong here. Yo, okay, I was wrong here. Okay, I was wrong here. And that's the first step, is to call yourself out before you call somebody else out.
And I mean, I don't think we can end it any better than that. I knew Sky and I were going to have a rejuvenated conversation. Tag your friends, baby mama, baby father, cousins, brother, sister, lover. Tag your grandma in this video, because I know there were some gems dropped in this live for you guys. I, as an artist, just for me personally, I'm not here to tell perfect stories. I'm here to tell real stories, and real stories are complicated. They're messy. They're about understanding what part you play in that story.
Because nobody's perfect. Why would you want to take a perfect individual? Because it doesn't exist.
No one's perfect, y'all.
No one's perfect, and you shouldn't be. You should be imperfectly perfect. Because you got to figure out this journey called life. And the only way you can figure it out is to it's not even about screwing up. It's about recovering from what you did that may not have been great for your journey.
See, this is why I need you to talk more, brother.
You
See?
outside. You looking refreshed. You all
Oh, you
outside.
know, I'm out here. I'm outside. I'm running errands. I'm doing stuff. But I just really wanted it to be this about other people and just motivate people because, you know, guys, we don't want to give you false hope for anything. Skyh and I have gotten our butts kicked a million times, and we will continue from here on out getting our butts kicked. Now you guys will see how we recover, and that's the difference. We're gonna recover in public. Y'all recover more in private. Hopefully, we can inspire you guys with our stories, our personal stories as well as our character stories.
Yes.
Please follow Skyh Black. Click up there. Press that follow button. That gentleman is busy. He's booked. He got things for you. Okay. And I love getting him out of his shell on this side. So
She's
thank
always
you,
preaching to me.
Skyh.
She's always
Yeah,
preaching to me.
this is my boy, and don't get it twisted. A lot of people might definitely help you, but it's your hard work that continues to put you where you are. So always remember that, Skyh, about yourself. You guys remember that about yourself as individuals. Thank you, guys. Sisters would not be #1 every Wednesday without y'all.
Y'all. Y'all. Thank
So
y'all.
tweet, guys. Sisters on BT, East Coast. Hola. Have a great night tonight and enjoy the show.
Novi,
Thank
it
you,
was
Skyh.
always a pleasure, my friend, my
Love
castmate, my
you, man.
friend. Get home safe.
Thank
Careful
you,
out there.
man. Love
All
you.
right,
Bye,
bye, y'all. We love
guys.
y'all.